Eala exposes Golubic after controversial match win. In the misty veil of Suzhou's ancient gardens, where silk threads of fate weave through willow branches heavy with dew, can a young prodigy's unfiltered truth pierce the veil of sportsmanship and lay bare the raw ache of injustice? This is the expose that ignited a firestorm. Eala, the 20-year-old beacon of Philippine pride, after a match win shrouded in controversy against Victoria Golubic, stepping into the light to voice what the heart had long suspected, a call not for vengeance, but for the game's sacred honor restored. Envision the Genji Lake Tennis Center under October's amber sun, the air thick with the scent of osmanthus blooms and the faint echo of pagoda bells from the nearby canals. Eala, the Manila-born marvel with a backhand as fierce as a typhoon's lash and a spirit forged in the academies of Rafael Nadal, entered the quarterfinals of the 2025 Suzhou Open WTA 125 like a storm gathering over the South China Sea. Seeded fourth, ranked 56th in the world, she faced Victoria Golubic, the 32-year-old Swiss veteran whose Wimbledon quarterfinal ghosts still linger, her game a tapestry of cunning slices and unyielding resolve. The match had simmered from the outset, a three-set cauldron of contrasting eras. Alex's youthful blaze against Victoria's seasoned frost. From the opening set's 6-2 surrender, where Golubic's drop shots danced like elusive fireflies, Alex roared back in the second, 6-2, her forehands cracking like thunder over Luzon hills. The decider stretched into eternity, 2 hours and 21 minutes of sweat-soaked grit, Alex clawing to 6-5, match point at 40-15, the crowd's breaths held like offerings to the gods of clay and court. Please like, share, and subscribe for more sport talk content. Yet controversy coiled in the shadows, whispers of a line call disputed in the third set's fever, a foot fault flagged on Alex's serve that halted her rhythm like a sudden monsoon squall. Golubic held firm, breaking back to force the tiebreak, her experience a shield against the young Filipino surge. In that 7-point maelstrom, Alex faltered, unforced errors cascading like fallen cherry blossoms, yielding a 7-0 whitewash that left her stunned on the baseline, racket limp in her grip. The turning point arrived not in the rally's fury, but in the hush of the handshake, a perfunctory clasp at the net, Golubic's eyes averted in what Alex later called a wall of silence, the umpire's chair unmoved amid murmurs from the stands. As Alex retreated to her bench, towel pressed to her face, the arena's polite applause fractured into pockets of dissent. Filipino expats in the front rows rising with flags of blue and red, their chants a soft undercurrent of unfair, unfair, that rippled through the neutral Swiss and Chinese faithful, turning unity to unease. In the press room's sterile glow, minutes after the final point's echo faded, Alex's voice broke the dam. Flanked by her coach and mother, her dark eyes flashing with a mix of exhaustion and resolve, she leaned into the microphone. I respect Victoria's game, but that tiebreak, it felt off. The calls, the pressure, it exposed something deeper in our sport. The room still, journalists at pens pausing mid-stroke, as her words hung like incense smoke, a young voice daring to demand transparency in tennis's veiled verdicts. The crowd's reaction, captured in viral clips, swelled beyond the stadium. A young fan in the upper tiers unfurling a banner reading, "Justice for Alex," drawing cheers that drowned the official's announcements, while Golubic's sparse supporters shifted uncomfortably, their applause thinning to a murmur. In a private huddle leaked to the ether, Alex confided to her team, voice trembling, I had it, twice on match point, but if we don't speak, nothing changes. The moment crystallized, a symbolic stand against the unseen forces that tilt the scales. As the aftermath cascaded like the Yangtze in spring flood, Alex's expose surged through digital dunes. Social media erupted with Eala exposed, the presser clip amassing 20 million views overnight, fans dissecting the disputed call frame by frame, slow-motion replays showing a ball clipping the line yet called out, fueling threads of outrage and analysis. Filipino communities from Manila's streets to Dubai's high-rises gathered in virtual vigils, sharing stories of their own battles against bias. News outlets wove the narrative into headlines. ESPN's Eala's bold call, controversy clouds Suzhou quarterfinal, splicing her measured words with match highlights. Philippine Daily Inquirer front paged, Alex speaks truth to power. framing it as a watershed for Asian voices in a Eurocentric circuit. Golubic's camp issued a terse, respect the results statement, but the silence amplified the storm, drawing parallels to past umpiring tempests like Serena's U.S. Open firestorm. Fan reactions deepened the deluge. Petitions on change.org for VR and WTA 125 events crossed 50,000 signatures by dusk. Young girls in academies worldwide mimicking Alex's poised poise, their drills infused with dreams of defiance. In Switzerland, Golubic's homeland, forums flickered with divided loyalties, praise for her resilience clashing with calls for accountability, a cultural chasm exposed. Culturally, it unearthed tennis's layered legacy, from the All England Club's grassrooted elitism to the WTA's global push. Alex's stand echoed the underdog anthems of Justine Henin or Lena, trailblazers who bent the sport's arc toward equity. In the Philippines, where basketball reigns but Alex carves a solitary path, her words resonated as heritage reclaimed, a modern Bayani challenging colonial echoes in the game's grand narrative. The ripple reached WTA corridors by evening, officials hinting at review protocols, while rival players like Naomi Osaka retweeted with solidarity emojis, turning personal plaint into communal catalyst. Yet at its heart, the spread fostered intimate dialogues. Families in living rooms replaying the tiebreak, debating not just lines, but the lines we draw between silence and strength. Across oceans, in Europe's salons and Asia's academies, the moment stirred a renaissance of reflection. Coaches vowing clearer training on disputes, parents clutching rackets with renewed resolve, the controversy's shadow lengthening into a lantern for reform. As the Genji Lake's waters mirror the fading light, what truths does Alex's expose illuminate in the grand gallery of human striving? It whispers of courage's quiet forge, the prodigy who, stripped of victory's garland, dons the armor of authenticity, reminding us that true power blooms not in unchallenged wins, but in voicing the veiled wrongs that wound the spirit. Sportsmanship, refracted through this rift's revealing light, evolves beyond gracious handshakes into guardianship of the game's grace, calling out the cracks not to shatter, but to seal them, teaching that honor demands vigilance as much as valor. It probes resilience's resilient roots, that Filipino fire Alex carries like a balangay's sail, unfurled against tempests of doubt and decision. Her stand a testament that youth's voice, though tremulous, can tune the sport's symphony to fairer frequencies. Legacy, in tennis's elegant elegy, defies the ledger of laurels. It's the echoes of equity etched in controversy's wake. Alex is at 20 a verse in the volume of voices that venture where veterans hesitate. Reflecting on character, we glimpse values veiled in vulnerability, integrity in the interview's unflinching gaze, humility in honoring the opponent's craft amid critique, generosity in gifting the game a glimpse of growth. Alex's Odyssey casts the court as confessional, where faults, called or contested, forge not fractures, but fortitude. In the reflective hush of Suzhou's aftermath, one certainty endures. Humanity's athletes are alchemists of adversity, their exposés elixirs that transmute tension into transformation, urging us to question not just the calls, but the courts we concede without contest. And now, Alex's voice emerges from the heart's harbor, steady as a serve's arc. In that presser blaze, eyes dry yet deepened, she elaborated. It's not about one match, it's about every girl watching,